Okay, so last month's chapter of Attack on Titan really confused me because it did not take the time at all to tell you what the fuck is going on, try to explain the plot even a little bit. I mean, let's look at chapter 90. Chapter 90 ended with a 1 year time skip. Aaron and his crew made it to the ocean. Big Gold and him and Armin have been talking about since the beginning of the series. Finally made it. Alright, that's the end of the arc. They know what they're doing, they know where they're going. We got two Titans on our team now. We did a 1 year time skip. We're on to the next journey. Chapter 91. Hey, I know chapter 90 ended with a 1 year time skip, but we're also going to skip ahead 4 years into the future, throw four new characters at you to follow, right in the middle of fucking war, and not explain to you what's going on. Don't worry about how we got here from chapter 90. Just focus on what's going on now, and we'll explain everything to you later. Although, we ended the war in this chapter, and we still have no idea who the fuck they're fighting against or why they were even there. I assume they were just there to steal the resources, just like they're trying to do with the people on the island. I don't know though, because they don't really bother to tell you. Okay, so the chapter opens up with Zeke and Reiner on this giant Zeppelin war blimp, just like heading straight to the battlefield. And we see their commanding officer, who I guess is a person of like one of the people in Marley, because I doubt he has the Titan powers. Anyway, he's giving them orders like, all right, listen, this is what's going to happen. You two are going to go down there. Zeke, you're going to be our main line of attack. You're going to be destroying everyone because you have the most power. And when we get down there, Reiner, you're going to be his defense. You have the armor Titan. You can tank the hits. You're going to be basically protecting him. That's your job because you fucked up. That's your job to protect Zeke. And they're like, yeah, sure, whatever. Then we pan over and we see all these people, all these motherfucking people, clearly drugged up out of their minds, just tied up onto the ship. And they're like, what the fuck is this? You're like, when you see this, you're like, holy shit, are they going to do it? Oh shit, are they actually about to do what I think they're about to do? Then they open up the back of the Zeppelin and start throwing the people out one by one. And it's like, holy shit, are they actually going to do this? Is this actually going to happen? As soon as the people get close enough to the ground, Zeke yells, and they all transform into Titans. They all just transform into Titans and bombard the fucking enemy base. And you're like, holy shit, these are the villains. We're not supposed to root for them, but goddamn, that was badass, and I'm actually rooting for these guys to win this fucking war. Anyway, Reiner parachutes down. He heads down to the battlefield and starts basically destroying everything. He takes down the train tracks so their armored train can't do anything against their foot soldiers or against the Titans that they have down there now. Then he sees the wall and he's like, oh hey, wall, I remember you. I remember walls. You know, a wall is actually what brought me down and got my best friend killed the last time I was on a mission. So you know what? Fuck that wall. He goes ham on the people on the wall, killing everybody, basically destroying everything. And then when he starts to get overrun, because they actually do have weapons that are actually good against the armor Titan, I did not know that. These people have actually developed weapons that actually hurt Reiner in his armor Titan form. The other Titan that we saw last chapter, who we find out his name is, I think, Gillian or something like that. It begins with G, I don't really remember. He comes in there and gets Reiner to back up. The two of them start tag teaming. And then Zeke finally jumps down. He's like, alright, Ape Titan shit. Ape Titan time. Come on, let's go. He goes ham. He destroys everything. He picks up some like rocks or some debris from the shit that he destroyed, and he sees some warships out in the ocean, so he throws it at them. And just as he throws it at them, they actually decide to fire at him. They fire their weapons at him, and he's caught completely off guard. He's like, oh shit, I'm gonna die. But luckily enough, Reiner actually jumps in the way, blocks the shots, and actually takes Reiner down. He actually gets hit in the chest really hard and actually gets knocked out for the count. I actually thought he might die in the chapter just because he was talking earlier about how they have weapons now that could actually possibly kill him. But yeah, he takes the hits, and then the debris that the Ape Titan Zeke basically threw at the ships destroy them. They win the war. That's basically all that happens in this chapter. And then end with the people, the characters that we saw last chapter, the four new characters, you know, Falco, the chick Gabby, I forget the other two's names. With them watching on, it's like, holy shit, did the armor Titan really just get taken down? Did the Ape Titan almost die? Oh, and speaking of the characters that we saw last chapter, alright, so in this chapter we got a little bit of them. We didn't actually see them do anything. We saw the characters Falco and Gabby kind of go at each other's throats, because Falco grabs a guy, a wounded soldier, a wounded enemy soldier at that, and brings him into their trench. It's like, hey, we got to heal this guy. We got to fix him up. And Gabby just looks at him and is like, hey, are you trying to use that? Are you trying to use him as like a weapon against me to, you know, get yourself the Titan powers because I kind of just broke the law or broke the laws of war by doing what I did? Are you really that petty? And I'm not sure what's up with Falco, because last chapter he seemed redeemable. Last chapter he seemed like the actually okay guy who didn't really want to be a part of any of this. This chapter, he seems a little conniving, a little like he has a plan going on. He's like trying to do whatever he can to get that power. So I'm not sure exactly how I feel about him right now. We'll see in the later chapters when we actually follow him more, or when we learn more about him. But we did learn something interesting about Gabby this chapter. We find out that she has some kind of special connection to Reiner, because when he jumps down and he starts getting hurt and shit, she actually calls him by name. She's like, Reiner, be careful. And it's like, oh, okay, so you have some kind of connection to him. How do you know him, and why are you able to call him by name? Everyone else is calling him by like his Titan class, his armor Titan class. That's what everyone else is addressing him by. So why are you addressing him by a first name basis? What's going on there? And then at the end of the chapter, where Reiner is down for the count, it looks like he might be, severely hurt. She has this look of like, holy shit, like terror, like she's scared for his life on her face. So, there's some kind of connection between the two of them there. Not really sure what's going on there, but I guess since we're gonna be following these characters for now, or we seem to be following these characters, we'll find out later on. And that's pretty much all that happened in this chapter. I mean, this chapter was basically showing, hey, Titans aren't the nukes or the ultimate weapons that they used to be. People have the human race has weapons that can take down Titans now, so no one's really scared of them anymore. You have a Titan, and that's pretty much all that happened in this chapter. Now, basically, the chapter was basically to show off, hey, Titans are the ultimate weapons that they used to be. It used to be, hey, you have a Titan on your team. If you have a better Titan than the Titan we have, you're gonna win this fight. There's no question about that. Now it's like, oh, well, we have weapons to take down Titans. I mean, we just took down the armor Titan. Sure, we got destroyed in the long run, but at the same time, we have weapons that can take them down. So, in the near future, Titans are going to be kind of obsolete. They're not going to be a threat. Even at the end of the chapter, they say, hey, Titans really aren't that powerful anymore compared to what humans can do. So, more than ever, they say they need the power that Eren has, the power to control Titans. Even though it seems like Zeke has a little bit of that power based off what he did in this chapter and what he's done in other chapters, but I don't know. I'm not exactly sure what's going on with him. But yeah, that's it for the chapter. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, drop me a like. Subscribe to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. Comment down below with your thoughts on what's going on, what's going to happen in future chapters, or what's going to happen in this arc that we're going to follow these new characters. Just let me know what you thought of the chapter in the comment section down below. And that's about it. Catch you guys later. Peace.